shit is weak.
I'm playing with your take those.
Oh, they got me live on YouTube. Hey, you still beating on those?
It's been a nice week. Don't play with your like them take those. And we like air Dracos.
That's Sean.
Oh snap! Ooh, the Lions up by 3.
Oh, I feel somebody.
That was a good game, Sean. It has to be. Don't play with your like them take those. Oh, you want me to send it? You want me to send it?
Nah, man, I need to beat your ass, Reggie. Nah, he done warmed up on your ass. Alright. Man, how many points? What was the final score?
49-7.
49 or 29? 20.
40. Yeah, it was 49-7.
That nigga a bum, man. I beat him. I beat him last year. I beat him back to back with the Bears last year. I blowed him out. Then he went to talking that trash, thought he finna get a PlayStation. Then the nigga went and got an Xbox One.
I let him swing because I wanted to go back on offense. He scored that like fourth quarter. Then it was getting boring.
I wouldn't even let that nigga score.
He loses, so I just started letting him go my feet.
See you later.
You say 29 or 49?
40.
40? 40?
49, 49-7.
Oh.
This is a good small game right here. That man said I made history, Sean. IT's Wi-Fi. Georgia will take those.
Hey man, what them bones doing? They just started. They hit you back on your
They probably went on YouTube, bro.
Huh?
They probably went on YouTube.
Why you say that? Oh, the cheek.
That person who I just played said I just made history. That was his first game ever in Madden. Talking about that was his worst game.
Who said that?
12 hours played. 12 hours played.
When, just now?
Yeah.
That nigga a bum, man. I told y'all, man, I blowed him out, man.
I should have sent him. I don't know. I had to let him get on. But if he trash talk, I really had to.
No, he don't talk. He don't talk. Well, he do talk trash a little bit.
I would have had to let him talk. I ain't got tired of my playlist yet.
You what?
I got playlists that I like now that are jamming and then it's this college Facebook site I used on that's when I had beat split. Don't play me so like this shit. I'm just talking shit. Bro, don't tell me the Chiefs about to lose. Oh, they scored. They scored back. It's 20 seconds.
Who they play?
33-30. The Chiefs and the Lions. They scored, bro. It's 26. Bro, oh, it's 20 seconds, bro. Bro, come on, B. Come on, 4-0. Come on.
They ain't going undefeated.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Orlando.
Kelsey had gave it to McCoy. Oh, they back on. Let me turn off my Wi-Fi. There it goes. All right, send it back. Send it back. Or you want me to send it? You want me to send it, Sean?
Yeah, we're gonna send it.
Come on, come on. Patrick Mahomes got 315 passing yards.
Alright, online hub, you've invited to. It sounds a fake.
Where is Tyreek Hill at? Where Tyreek Hill?
Did he get injured? Jalen Ramsey injured him.
So why is he still in the game?
Oh, he's still playing?
No, I'm talking about like in Madden. Why he still playing?
Oh yeah, they don't kick him off the roster. You still can put him in.
They kick Bulls out.
Oh, I don't know that.
They took Nick Foles out.
I guess they got a new fight night coming out. They keep talking about it.
I was like, cause I seen the game, I seen Tyreek get injured and not Nick Foles.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Washington Redskins. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Right? Alex.
Huh?
Alex.
Oh, they got in real life. They got a plan today. They got an offensive line problem.
I'm finna use my college link. Why can't I just stop this?
Mahomes now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Where did you go?
Heavy traffic and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, you played that superstar KO?
First carry for Darius Geis. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Sean.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards
You played
to
that
show
superstar
for it.
KO mode?
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving on to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I can't hear you say
After
what?
turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the
Superstar
momentum
KO
to
is
3
like
and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Click one play up, play,
and then it's a little bit deeper than that.
Superstar.
Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them. So we say, you guys got some time. We appreciate it.
They'll turn to Thompson, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson taking it in. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point.
See what Reggie be doing here, have to sorry nigga come to his house. And they want a nigga to play them. But nah, they want to play you.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And play with her like when we take those.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin
we in
this
one
drive.
right now.
They had the
I'm
interception
broadcasting,
last
though.
time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they he can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry.
I'm broadcasting.
Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Coming up now
why you
on
still
a
living in the
2nd and
past?
15 following that sack. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Get the fuck out of here. You're supposed to pick your ball up. Hey.
Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50
Rich, I want you, man. I don't want TK, man.
Questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get
TK ain't gonna win over
this.
this.
These quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended the last drive. Now a shot taken on third down.
I want you. I don't want TK, man. I don't want nothing.
Breaking that one up.
If you can beat them, they really a ball.
That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. And they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Peterson off to the races. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, 68 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. On is Hopkins now for the extra point.
Hey, after this game. Hey, Reg.
And they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter.
You gonna play me or you gonna let him beat up on TK ass again?
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send it away.
Yeah.
This will be taken in the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment.
Who your protege is? TK?
Special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, down or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He goes for extension.
Who might get sacrificed?
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to take them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Hey, man.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Why y'all sending me invites and I'm in the game right now? I'm playing too.
From the gun, Mahomes. This for his running back, McCoy. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I should have picked that ball. Hey, when I tried to click on the man, it wasn't even.
This should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
God damn, nigga.
So they escape, so to speak.
They won't even let me pick up the fumbles, man.
Though, opportunity miss.
Yeah, where you putting the ball, though?
That's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession.
You should have pointed that bitch, though. I would have did that, but
that can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right.
I would have did that, though.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. DRC, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie getting in there to break it up.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I'm about to end the game right now, dog.
Runner precedes him. It's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see
I'm in the game, I'm playing too.
In addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for a while.
Oh, I'm trying to run his ass over too.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Good defense, though, dog. I tried to run his ass over.
Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Now it's Smith.
That nigga did not throw the fucking ball. Good D, dog.
15-yard line. Xavier Williams in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating to use a boxing analogy.
You said what?
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw.
Hey, Reggie, why you don't watch the broadcast?
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
There wasn't any food on that one, cuz.
And we've hit the 2-minute
Hey, you played,
mark.
man? Did you play last year? You didn't play, man, last year, did you?
Completed pass, but for no gain. Stopped right in the line. So 2nd and 10. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. And he can't find anywhere to go with it.
Man, what you gonna do to me when I get on your ass?
Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just fit
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10.
I know what he did. You tried to throw it quick. He pump faked that.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They start the drive with Peterson.
Oh, that nigga can't.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Hey.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a give to Peterson running right. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That is caught at the 7. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
In the second half, but there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half,
they got 2 feet in.
I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try to extend things. You've got some good plays drawn up. You might want to think about them right here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Smith. Now he's going to send this one deep right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play moves all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Y'all niggas cornerbacks ain't no fucking good in real life.
I actually got it. He Odell that jump.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
They go play action. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just run.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 19 yards away. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind. Because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be taken very short. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. Noah Spence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Noah Spence in on the stop.
On any
hey, Reggie, man, you gonna let me get that?
Always hoping that's gonna break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He is gonna find Hill here. Through an opening, and there he goes.
Well, you won't get that shit like that again,
for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 87 yards.
I got something for that.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And not a bad return here. He gets it up to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Y'all, we need a pick.
Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
Go! Look at me, zipper! Mike 56, Mike 56! You! 56, Mike
They'll fake it. Now Smith.
Bro.
The man is Quinn, able to connect. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line.
Making me mad, bro.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Alex Okafor in there to bury him for a loss of 11. We're back now in KC. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th.
70, Indy.
3rd and long, it's Smith.
Hold that ball, nigga.
And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. A big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said, it actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game moving up.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Mahomes now to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Andy Reid went for
That junk
Huh?
trash.
Huh? You quit?
I'm going to sleep.
You
I got
quit?
school tomorrow. I
Oh,
got school.
you got homework. Yeah, I done knocked off a little tumor, man. Let me get your ass. Hey, no, hold up, hey, no. You first. Hold up. Decide, I'm out about the trash can. You the trash man. What's up, man? Ready? Goddamn. Hey, boy, they go Sean on the motherfucking phone, nigga. Sean talking shit to one of y'all niggas. She ain't talking shit to me. What you said, Sean? I want to beat your ass, and I'm tired of you running. Hey, right now, he got something to do, and he's playing against now. Man, TK a bomb, man. What's up, man? You gonna keep running? Hey, no, hey, you talking about long time, but man, little two niggas up in yourself. How about that now? Hey, man, I don't want to play TK, man. No, your motherfucking ass. How about that now? How long is it gonna take you? Shit, TK ain't 4 quarter, motherfucking 3 quarter. How about that? Hey, no, I got an audience, my nigga. I got Doug. Yeah, I'm trying to beat you in front. I'm trying to beat your ass in front of the family, nigga. No, you won't beat me in front of my motherfucking audience, bro. This is what I do. I don't lose. Nigga, I don't lose when I got company, bro. Okay. You'll lose today. Shit, hey. Shit, that Doug tell her he run that house. No. Yup. He the landlord around there. I'm not the one to be fucked up with, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, Sean. See, this is the fucked up thing about it, bro. I got this nigga sitting at my house. So, hey, I gotta do you with my blade. And I got this nigga looking at my hand. But, bro, one thing about it, though, dog. Hey. Hey, get it out, nigga. He gonna choke on smoke, nigga. He gonna choke on smoke. He can't motherfucking do what I do, bro. Hey, Chuck. Yeah. Hey, get off my phone. She can't game over my nigga in 215. Hey, it's me and you, bro. Hey, I'm gonna embarrass your ass in front of us. Son on me. All right.
I'm gonna fade this nigga ass. Yes.
Hey, Reg. Hey, I can get that yet? Hello? I'm in the house. Huh? You said what? He said what? Man, you finna play me, man? I just opened the door. I ain't no that shit on. Hold on, I'm coming. I'm about to send it. Yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital in FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Denver Broncos. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Yeah. I'm playing my gun. What's up? Same people I always play.
Man, we get some of that shit. You running like a
Play TK when I'm done.
TK?
He over there, that's all right.
Y'all play TK? You gonna play me?
Huh?
You gonna play me? Where you at? Hey, who wanna play me? Hey, who wanna play me?
They can't hear you, man.
But they can't.
You talking so damn low.
Go! Hey, TJ! Come get some. Come on, get some.
first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith slings this deep from McLaurin. And
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Smith, and it is incomplete. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Royce Freeman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Flacco. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... It's caught inside the 25. 33 yards that time.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
There was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Smith hands off to Geis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. He sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Thompson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, so they held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and try to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Now it's Flacco. And he's got Hireman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The result, a 1st down, as a quick slant gets him 14.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Second and 11 now. Flacco, wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 45-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsey, 45 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
He's been playing with good, right? He just started back. I told him to go back to the field. But he'll get his ass back.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
So they can see you? No, they can't, but whoever online can see you. On Facebook, you know. Facebook can see you? Yeah. All right. They see the game too?
Yeah, you going on my shit. It's on broadcast.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. Anyone happy about the 3-point
kicker?
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run. Peterson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Peterson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Geis. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On first down, it's Thompson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second and 12, Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Strip the ball. Pilot, 64, quick.
On third down, Thompson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 29, Flacco. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Flacco from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. Over the middle, he's got
fuck out of here, man.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 38-yard line.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Flacco will come to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Flacco looks to throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Operating out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Corner blitz by Josh Norman works like a charm.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
That's our ball. Our ball.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A toss play. This is Peterson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
218, chop.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
From the 27, Smith. He's got Thompson here, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They run again on 1st down. Peterson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Here we go. 30 base.
On second down, it's Peterson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Geis, they'll try to run him. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. Geis alone in the backfield here, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis taking it in. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Out of the gun, Smith. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Flacco. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the off-road corner, Josh Norman. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski will return to block, find a spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1 score. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you took...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Passing play. Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long. Third and long for Joe Flacco. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. Got a man. He finds Sanders. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Flacco. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One last gasp for Flacco. Now a desperation throw, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gault. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.
Hey, TK, my cousin want to play you.
You want to play me? What's happening? Hold up. Let me get the phone. You say want to play, Sean? I want to play you, TK. What's happening? Hey, TK. Hey, Marcus. This is Marcus. Hey, what are you going to do? Send me a friend request? I'll tell you, man. Yeah, hold on, my bad. Who want to send you a request? Send it to Sean, but Marcus about to play you. I just did. It ain't come through yet. What happened? Hello? Man, what happened? You didn't get the invite? Nah, do it again. I don't know what happened.
What you doing?
What you mean?
Press O.
Hey, Ray, how you send the invite? Oh,
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
happened?
wait till you send it again.
Jaguars still losing? Hey, what happened? There we go. Who I'm playing? TK, right? Oh, damn, I thought I was playing TK. Who I'm playing? I beat your ass too, then, my brother. Let's see what I want to do. Hey, Sean.
Yeah. Yeah.
TK said, why y'all was running from him?
Who?
TK.
Man, look, man, Jake, what's his face beat him 49-7?
Huh?
Why would I play a man that got beat 49-7?
What did that play?
No, he got beat by man. Man beat him 49-7.
Oh, man.
And I had just beat man. Huh? Yeah, I knocked him off. I knocked him off after he knocked TK off.
Champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago.
Yeah, I played man after he played TK. I knocked him off.
They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the
Reggie went to score in my game if it wasn't for that bullshit ass run.
Now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. To throw is Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Well, that'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is Darren Sproles. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Our first carry now for Jordan Howard. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
What you got, time?
Yeah, I gotta cut my leg one.
Oh, shit.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's got it complete to Darren Sproles. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yes, sir.
Shotgun now for Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Gotta go beat somebody up.
Beat who up?
This dude, son.
Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Okay.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I move Stylo 5. Stylo 5.
Stop all that talking about you don't eat meat.
That's kind of what you mean. Yeah, that's what you told me.
Oh, damn, that's crazy. Your daddy called her right now. Hello?
On 1st down, they run with
Hello?
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
No, 3. I ain't gonna lie, he beat me last time.
I got not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, that's where you just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah. Your offspring.
Wentz now to throw. And it's incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football.
I'm playing the game.
That's why he was able to bat it away.
Nah, they was over there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nah, that shit ain't even messing my equilibrium. That shit ain't even messing my equilibrium.
Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
Yeah. Bro, your equilibrium,
Wentz to throw for it on 4th.
And miss with how you walk and see and all that.
The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Partner, switching gears for a second. A really cool moment on Sunday night when Clay Matthews, former Browns linebacker, was inducted into Cleveland's Ring of Honor. And, of course, his son Clay was playing for the opposite team that night. It was a really neat moment.
Fantastic moment.
I mean, your mind might say you that you walk around.
And Clay 3, correct?
Yes.
Dad is 2, son who's playing for the the Rams now is 3. When he popped out there to see the
Brand
rest of the family, all of
yeah.
them wearing the 57 jersey that Clay II wore with such distinction for Cleveland for all those years.
When
he played long enough, a lot of people think he played with Otto Graham. I mean, it was amazing. About nearly a 20-year career there. And just phenomenal what he got done. And even better to see his son able to pop out there and share the moment with him on such a special night. Just phenomenal.
Here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Hey, but I'm going to call you back. Let me focus on this game real quick.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, I'm going to call you back. All right. Yeah.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Incomplete. Time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
We got this.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, watch it, watch it. Check. What's that?
On 2nd down now. It's Howard looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here we go. Lady! Line 54. Yo.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Man, who I'm playing, man? All right. boy.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They do go for it. It's Wentz. Caught right side.
What's wrong with you, man?
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
I don't know who I'm playing. But y'all better quit playing.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's
Let's go,
going to get
man.
this inside the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Try your play, boy.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Here's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing. Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. And who knows? The way their defenses play, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
All that shit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
All that shit.
To throw, it's Williams. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Well, I'm playing, play boy.
Trying to get one more in here
You
before the
remember me
quarter
from back
breaks.
in the day.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to let this go.
Do it again? You gonna do it again?
It's intercepted.
You gonna do it again, dog?
By Jeff Heath.
Come on, man. You gonna do it again, bro? You're doing that same thing.
First half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ain't nobody schooling me, dog.
Nigga talking shit because he ain't gonna go.
Man, I've been playing Madden for a long time.
For their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And
Come on, boy.
Should be backed up to the
Tighten
24.
up. Get right.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I ain't Sean.
The defense pushing the run game back on the first play of the 3rd quarter.
But I don't think that means abandoning the run totally. Sometimes you
ain't
have to
Big
focus
Sean
on
out here.
execution, right? They always talk about players, not plays. Well, tell your players to block a little bit better, and maybe the ground game can get going.
I ain't Big Sean.
They bring down Wentz on the sack.
I'm going to come do
Marcus
you.
Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing now is Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's
Man, that was just straight cheating just did.
Short gain there of just 4. That'll bring up a 4th down.
That was just straight cheating just did,
Here's
man.
Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Austin.
Woo! Come on, TK.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one.
I'm going to do you how I used to do you.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
You might not even score this game.
About set for this next drive.
You might not even score this game.
They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part,
You might not even score this game, dog.
they're a lot more clinical. Every
Better
now
put
and then
somebody
they'll
on.
get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the
Better
virtual
put somebody on.
because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense, and let them go down and score and give us more.
Looking for Cooper. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Good play, TK.
Intended that time for Cooper.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw
That was
that
my
time.
fault. I got
It
some
looked like he
cock
tried
in
to put
there.
a little too much air into this one, and it turned into a
You got that?
And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too
Yeah,
easy.
they're the most complete team on this one.
No, they ain't. Them niggas saw that fuck on him.
Shit, let me show you.
They'll run on 1st down.
Yeah.
It's Howard, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Howard. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2.
They won't do it sound like crazy ball.
After taking major focus in the halftime,
We
means
that's
that
how they
they
relate.
had to create the space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 11
Ball game,
yards
not
out,
TK.
as they are an extra point away now from
Yeah, I
tying
see
this
you.
football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen,
Ball game,
it's one of the
no.
skills in football overall.
I wanted to bring the best out of you.
And a whole lot of toughness. You got
That's why I talk my trash. I want to be around here.
Christmas gifts, right?
Smoking around.
Smart they do.
This will be
Yeah,
taken to the
talk
back
my
of the
shit.
end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Oh, trust my ears.
Here's 1st and 10.
Come on.
Look at you talking so much shit, you don't know who talking. Hey, TK, I'm going to beat your ass before I go to Orlando.
Running with Howard.
What the fuck?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Wentz. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Prescott now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott.
fuck?
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners, who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
That shit was holding like a motherfucker.
10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 51 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. But go ahead and give him the
still going back
He's been
there.
in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Bro, you trash, man.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Bro, you trash, bro.
Past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Who the Jaguars losing like that?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner.
You said, what? I'm going to get you back on that. I'm in Orlando.
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Turnover that just got him the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, okay.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now wins. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll run it away for the second time. Here's Austin. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
Prescott stripped.
Hey, tell that boy, man, he got to get his weight up real quick. He had to at least win the game for you.
43-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know why he used Dallas, though. He played better with the Jaguars. I was just playing with my team.
Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Oh, what about that? What about that ass whooping? I give you a reality check today.
Second down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
What about the reality check you got today?
The tackle.
Doug don't run your plays.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Man, Doug ain't trying to run none of that shit you trying to run.
I still don't believe we get it. Third and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection. And they're
I nigga said the yellow house with the Broncos.
Yeah, well, they are silly to leave the play-action sack. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
Oh, that shit is cheap.
I told you, I did tell him, I told him he need to start using that team playbook.
The 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Yeah. You been running 3-4, but I think Denver running 3-4 too. I told him he needs to play with their playbook though.
That's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it though, because you're exactly right. All game long.
And a loose football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is
Bro, that was just like crazy.
Yeah, I would never play with that.
Right to the football. This is something you talked about in all your preparation.
Hey man, let me kill his confidence, man, before I go to Orlando, man.
Take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
He came right to the dog out here to get murdered.
First down, Prescott.
Oh, never play with that.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
Don't even be that good.
Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
They set up the screen to Elliott. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? So it's a victory.
TK, you ready for this?
He's set to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon.
Yeah, I'm about to play.
You've been watching the NFL.
I'm about to play you, Paulie.
The Eagles are winners here.
I'm about to play.
Say so long from Philadelphia.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill your confidence right now. I'm gonna give you a preview of what this shit like over here.
Say what?
I'm finna give you a preview.
Hey. Yeah, you graduate.
Hey, tell your boy to accept that. Accept that. Yeah, cause blistered your ass last time we played.
You remember when I retired you? Remember I retired you around Christmas time? And you were talking that shit, then I made you run to that Xbox. I made you run to that Xbox. You don't remember that, TK? I made you run that Xbox. This my second birthday. I think I'm going to get back.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital in FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. And it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
81.
On second and 11 now. Wentz. And he's got some space here. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
They should already starting off bad for you, TK.
And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball.
Oh, you thought it was sweet when you see me pick Washington.
Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Okay, I'm sorry.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On first down.
I thought this shit sweet.
He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Throwing his Wentz. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close.
He might get that little message that comes across the screen. That's what do you want to quit.
Take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Hey, dog.
Taking it.
That nigga needs a tutor.
And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Hey, dog. Y'all better get that boy a tutor.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Hey, they better get that boy a Madden tutor. Well, you better go get you a tutor.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24.
No, I ain't say tumor. I say he need a tutor.
2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Ram. Switch it. Wide. Get wide. SOS. Great. SOS.
This why I made Tony Kennedy go to the motherfucking Xbox, nigga.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner,
And I blowed him out with another mediocre
you've got
team.
a running back of this size and these dimensions. I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now Howard. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That second down play nets a -4. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Working from the gun, Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 39.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
11 more on that one and another first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
I got him still now 14-9.
They push him back to the 34. Jonathan Allen.
You know I play Washington, right?
And it goes as a loss of 6. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Winston
I was playing with Houston, but I can't. You know, I'm a Houston fan, but I can't deal with their quarterback.
Being chased.
You know, I don't like pocket quarterback. I don't really like them.
Once more. Jonathan Bostic providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt.
Yeah.
And Elliott puts this one through.
Case Keenum starting, but Alex Smith's going on.
Started the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession, as we'll see one following the score on the.
They got to fix their line, man, so Case could, try to do his thing. Case actually he was a pretty good, decent quarterback, but
about 7 yards deep.
Nah, he's pretty good. He'll move. He all right. All right.
The Washington offense at the line.
I'm going to leave after I play this game.
And for them, a touchdown their last go. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
I pick my trailer. I got to drop the load. I left the trailer and it just came on.
2nd and 3.
I left the trailer in Orlando.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Smith. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop.
I got to go to Sample, so I ain't got to go down and all that crap.
And sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
No, I ain't been able to be around nobody right now.
39 now.
I've been running.
Come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. Throw left side is complete to Reed.
Oh, he was snapped the mold out of it. He put that in Malibu.
4 yards on that last
the Monte Carlo, he
snapped
the mold out in Monte Carlo, but he put the mold in Malibu.
Here's Smith.
Yeah, big deep.
Incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
What I had that mold in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back
he put it in the Malibu.
and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
He said, I'm going to get buzzed up too.
Throwing again is Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man. And each man did his job.
I got 5,000. He coming back out.
Old school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of the Raiders team. Hall of Famer at one corner and a defensive player of the year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchdown.
Hey.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive,
that's straight. That's wrong motor, though, ain't it?
That answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pro line? It ain't a pro line, though.
Mine used to tell his running backs before games,
it is pro line?
run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jonathan Bostic picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that,
you looking for another chance?
I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mike, 53. Let's go, Greg. Bravo.
He'll do it, yeah.
Hatch. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Sunday. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike. Hey, Delta.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. It's Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Yeah.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now a first down throw, complete downfield. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
I see your brother
right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
I didn't look on the line. I'm talking about
into the red zone. Wins.
Kept it simple.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Yeah.
The Eagles on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Yeah.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. With that incompletion, we step league-wide for a second. I want to discuss Saquon Barkley's injury. Obviously, that hurts the Giants, who are having a quarterback change. And, look, Daniel Jones looked good, but they're going to need Saquon Barkley.
I'm going to call him
in a big way. Not just as a runner, obviously, but his ability to catch the ball in the backfield, make plays in open space. 4 to 8 weeks with a high ankle sprain. Horrible news, not just for the Giants, but how about fantasy football teams? If you get Saquon Barkley, many of you selected him at number 1 in your draft. Now he's going to be out for a decent portion of the season.
You better hit your waiver wire and get Wayne Gallman quickly.
Go! 15 line. 15 miles. Let's go,
on 1st and 10, Smith.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, we got a second here. Let's have some fun. Let's be cheesy, because why not? So we have the 71st Emmys on Sunday.
No wine. Just straight cheese.
71st Emmys on Sunday. So let's hand out a few awards.
Okay.
Let's start with Best Supporting Actor right now in the NFL. Who are you going with?
I'm going with the Mustache Man, Gardner Minshew in Jacksonville. Because despite the fact that they're 1-2, got their first win last Thursday against Tennessee, he stepped in week 1 and set a record for rookie quarterbacks. What was he, 22 of 25 throwing in that game? 88% right out of the gate. And has continued good play since then. And let's face it, the Mustache Mania is sweeping Duval County as well as the rest of the state of Florida.
Best actor in a lead role, I'm assuming you're going Mahomes.
You have to, because we kept saying he couldn't possibly do what he did last year. He's on a pace to eclipse what he did last year in every category. And by the way, hasn't thrown an interception yet, and his team's undefeated at 3-0.
All right, one more. Best director, head coach. Who you got?
I'm going to go each conference. AFC, Sean McDermott, Buffalo Bills, off to a 3-0 start. I'm not sure how many people saw that one coming. And then in the NFC, finally fulfilling their promise here in the early going, the San Francisco 49ers and Kyle Shanahan. Also undefeated, getting ready to take on the Los Angeles Rams for supremacy in the NFC West in the upcoming weeks.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's third down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Sproles, the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And some room to run now. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Hello.
After the interception, here's Smith.
We play
going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Smith. Throwing again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Charles, before the game, you and I were looking at the still undefeated teams in the league, and Detroit's technically won at 2-0-1. But let's look at the 3-0 teams. The Bills, Patriots, Chiefs, And now here's another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the end zone, Smith. And Reed with it over the middle. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Smith looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go play action here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Charles,
hey, man, tell TK don't quit,
man. I want to step back for a second, just talk about the quarterbacks this year. It's an interesting stat that you and I were looking at before the game. 40 quarterbacks have been used in the first 3 weeks of the NFL season, most in the Super Bowl era. Some injuries and then just some changes at QB.
Yeah, and 20 of the starting quarterbacks this past Sunday under the age of 27. But what I like about what I'm seeing, despite the injuries, retirements, guys being unable to play, I'm seeing these youngsters and backups come in and play well in a lot of cases. Gardner Minshew in Jacksonville has taken charge there. They got their first win. Kyle Allen, 4 touchdown passes for Carolina in relief of Cam Newton. They got their first win. Going into week 3, the collective quarterback rating for the season, 94.0, which was the highest at that stage of the season in a long time in the NFL. So maybe the quarterbacking straits that we talk about all the time aren't as dire as we've made them out to be.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to...
And now here's another interception. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
Hey, tell him to quit.
Lucky here, not for him.
I ain't running no more plays.
He's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know
because I ain't running no plays on you. You ain't worth running plays on.
You won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career.
Because you down, dog. You can't score my game.
You're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Play action. It's Smith. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in.
And my goodness,
quit.
Another interception. Picked up by the
Why don't you just quit, man? Go ahead and quit, man. Huh?
I got a whole ass in it.
Yeah, that's better for you. Tell Reggie to tighten up.
I'm on y'all niggas' ass next week.
Alright. There you go, Reggie. Hey, tell Reggie to set that challenge. Number 1 or 2.
I do number 1 and 2.
There go, I'll be shitting in my bathroom there.
You better fuck it up.
Man, open the window, nigga, if you gotta do all that. Open the window, nigga, if you gotta do all that.
Money. What the school is?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, tell that nigga tighten up. I ain't got all day. I already seen it. I'm waiting on him.
Oh, he said you said it.
I think you gotta do a joint.
All right, John.
All right.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. You know what I mean? I got to change for my halftime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Denver Broncos. Now McManus on to kick this one off.
Man, TK got a high-powered team. What the fuck you talking about?
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down. At about the 23-yard line.
Break. 47. Check, 47. Okay, just like that. Just like it goes.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. A big play there on the first play of the game. 42 yards. If you're an Adrian Peterson fan, that's the sign that you want to see right there on the other end. They got to learn to get him down, or this could be a long one.
And it's also the sign that his team wanted to see. Him making that type of a run, having a force and an impact on the game that early, that really demoralizes the defense because they realize it could be a long game trying to get him on the ground.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On first down, Peterson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Go. Mike 47. Mike 47. You must go.
A first carry now for Thompson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
70. get off the field.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple of extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, I hear.
Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 27. First carry for Royce Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Reggie, you probably should have set this one out, dog.
From the gun, Flacco. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Flacco looks to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Yeah.
On 1st down, Flacco. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Flacco to throw. He'll take a shot to the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
What you think?
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Off of play action, here's Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Hey, what you celebrate my first down?
Nothing on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Smith hands off to Geis. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line.
Go! I'm coming for you. 47, go! They
toss it to Thompson. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Hell, don't tell me y'all gonna leave this shit.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it to Smith. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To Thompson on the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Smith toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The former 1st-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a run with Peterson. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Reggie, boy, you looking like the old Reggie.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5.
Hey, Doug, sound like that nigga got a game gene over there. Tighten up, Reggie.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco.
Give me that ball, nigga.
Fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On 1st down, Smith. This will be caught inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the
No. You gonna let me scope.
Washington going to use
You gonna let me scope, player.
3 timeouts.
You gonna let me scope.
They're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward.
Nah, you gonna let me scope. That's what you gonna do. Nah, hell no. Nah, you gonna let me scope. You gonna let me scope.
On the set.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Wait a minute.